Hey there, music lovers! Here's a fascinating story that might surprise even the biggest Beatles fans. You know that iconic band that changed music forever? Well, they weren't always the Fab Four we know and love. In fact, they went through quite a journey before landing on their legendary name. Picture Liverpool in the late 1950s. A group of young lads, including John Lennon and Paul McCartney, were trying to make it in the music scene. And what did they call themselves? Johnny and the Moondogs. Yeah, you heard that right. Can you imagine seeing that name in bright lights at Shea Stadium? The name actually came during their early days when John Lennon was clearly the frontman. Johnny was obviously a reference to John and Moondogs. Well, it was the kind of rockabilly-inspired name that was popular at the time. They'd play in small clubs and bars, probably never imagining they'd become the most influential band in history. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Before settling on the Beatles, they tried out several other names too. They were the Quarrymen at one point, named after John's school, Quarry Bank High. Then came Johnny and the Moondogs, followed by the Silver Beatles, and finally, the Beatles. You know what's funny? Some music historians say that if they'd stuck with Johnny and the Moondogs, they might never have achieved the same level of success. There's something about the Beatles, that perfect blend of music and wordplay, that just worked. It was catchier, more memorable, and let's be honest, way cooler than Johnny and the Moondogs. Just imagine how different music history would be if album covers read Johnny and the Moondogs' White Album or Johnny and the Moondogs' Abbey Road. Something just doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it? It's amazing how one simple decision, changing their name, helped shape their path to becoming cultural icons. Sometimes the smallest choices can have the biggest impact on our lives. The Beatles certainly proved that. And I'd say they made the right call, wouldn't you?